It's the Bulls and the Bengals under the lights on Sunday night.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap between the Brooklyn Bulls taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Robinson up the middle. Fighting ahead at the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Eric Azukama, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bulls put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, we've seen some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no.
Well, looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A yard, all they need, but it's third down. Robinson will try to pick it up. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. Oh, some strong running. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Robinson, touchdown. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Here we go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow will throw. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's up in it at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And
now Burrow loses the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And they will take over 1st and 10. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Again, it's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Huntley off of play action. Rolling to his right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Third down, here's Huntley now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll run with Robinson. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 91 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. From the 2 now, second and goal. Huntley to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyler Huntley with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Bulls take a 3-touchdown lead.
Well, this is where it pays to have a quarterback you can trust with the ball in his hands. Normally you want him throwing, or at least trying to make this an option. But here, this is a straight run, a QB draw, and he reads things perfectly and takes it into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw here, Huntley. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Here's Huntley. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't this speak to how well he works with this offensive line? And they know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On second down, here's Burrow. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That one taken in, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. And that penalty will move the ball to the 1-yard line.
So difficult to cover a fade route, and you're talking about into the end zone, and sometimes you...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Bijan Robinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bulls continue to pull away here in this first half. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Fights him off. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. We're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And that one complete once again to Higgins. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On third down, Burrow able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to claw one back. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. They go play action with Huntley. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ready. Ready.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Let's go, man.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. To throw, Huntley. Gets this complete to Butte. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Now Huntley. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bulls are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Burrow picked off by a guy he won a title with at LSU, Derek Stingley. And the return will stop right around the 25. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll run again here with Robinson. Had a good move, but only able to work it to the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Evades him at the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go. Right in.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
11 coming. 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It's caught. Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.